Today I will be doing what if Naruto had Zoardo's powers from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So Naruto would have the power the world, or Zoardo, however you want to say it, or I want to say it. But he would have the power the world, which is a time stop, and the way how he got it was probably when he was in Kushina's belly and then met Dio, and then probably Dio touched his forehead like what Itachi did to Sasuke to give him a Matarasu. So yeah, that would happen, and then he got the time stop. Let's start off at the academy. So when Naruto is probably doing some sparring and losing, let's say against like Sasuke, when he's sparring Sasuke, he gets a word in his head and then says it straight away, which is Zoardo! That's a very bad impression of it, but I'll try my best. And then everything freezes, and then Naruto walks around and wonders what just happened. Everybody is frozen. So then he walks to Sasuke and then decides to punch him, and then time goes back to normal again. With that punch, Sasuke would be sent flying backwards into a tree and then would be knocked down. And then Naruto would be shocked of what happened, and same as everyone else in the academy. And then, Sakura would be like, "Oh, Naruto, you got lucky there." When he kinda did, because he just said a word, but Sakura just would always defend Sasuke. So let's do another skip to the test, the graduation test to become a genin. You have to make a clone, and then the time stop will not work at this. So Naruto still fails for the third time to make a clone, which is really sad. So then he meets Mizuki, and then Mizuki persuades him to steal the scroller's sealing, and then he was like, "You'd be a ninja straight away after you get it for me," like all of that stuff. So yeah, Naruto would get the scroller sealing, and then learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and yeah, just Shadow Clone Jutsu. So yeah, he learns Shadow Clone Jutsu. Mizuki Iruka Sensei comes. Mizuki throws the demon wind shuriken. Sorry if I'm going really fast, I just don't really like this arc. So yeah, Iruka gets stabbed. Naruto gets sad because Iruka made that really like sad speech, and then Naruto starts to cry. Then Naruto makes up 10,000 shadow clones and starts to beat up Mizuki, probably to death. Yeah, to death. So that's what happens, and then Iruka makes Naruto a genin. So the teams will be the same as in canon due to Naruto not doing well at school, because he always pranks. So Kakashi would be late, like all the time. Naruto decides to prank him by putting the chalk on the door. But Kakashi, knowing that's going to happen, uses a substitution jutsu before the chalk falls down. And then Kakashi tells him to meet him on the rooftop. And then he uses another substitution jutsu to go to the roof, while Team 7 have to walk there. Then they have to say their goals. Everyone's will do the same. And yeah, and Kakashi would go like, "Hi, my name's Kakashi, you don't need to know anything about me," like usual in canon. And then the bell tests start. Naruto would just say Zoardo straight away, and then grab the two bells like really fast, and then he points at Kakashi after time goes back to normal. Kakashi looks at his like hips and stuff, then wonders where the bells have gone. Naruto got his hands out and then jiggled them like, not in a weird way though. So like they made a sound. Kakashi would be surprised that Naruto got the bell so quickly. He would throw one to Sakura and one to Sasuke. And they didn't use teamwork, but because they got the bells, they passed. And so yeah, Kakashi made that speech, though he was annoyed that they passed already. He made the speech, and then yeah, they started doing D-rank missions, and Naruto and Sasuke were annoyed. And then, when they went to the Hokage's office, Naruto asked for a better mission. So they gave him, I think it was like a C-rank mission, to escort the Master Bridge Builder Tazuna. And then, whilst they're walking, they meet the Demon Brothers. Kakashi gets sliced, but before Kakashi apparently gets killed, Naruto says, "Zawardo!" And then time freezes. And then he'll grab a kunai and stab them both, but not killing them because they need intel of why they're here. And then Kakashi would ask, why are there Chunin on a C-rank mission? Tazuna told him straight away this time that he doesn't have enough money to make a A-rank mission. So Team 7 would agree to go on this mission because it's better than a D rank. Then they did. They met. What's his name again? Zabuza. And I might skip through this part because I really want to do the tuning exams. So when Zabuza appears on his sword, Naruto says, "Zawardo!" And then stabs, like, I was about to say decapitated, but that's a bit too gory. Stabs him, like Zabuza, in the heart. Then Haku comes and attacks seeing Zabuza dead, and traps Naruto in the ice prison, in the ice mirror prison or something. Let's say that Naruto's limit for the time stop is like 5 seconds, like the Shinra Tensei, so he has to wait 5 seconds. So whilst Haku's about to skip to another mirror, Naruto says, "Zawardo!" Time freezes, he jumps in the air, then kicks Haku in the face, stabs him, and then time goes back together again, and it makes that sound that goes up. I'll put that in the edit. So yeah, that's the end. Gato's men appear on the bridge. Then they attack Naruto does Zawardo again. They all get killed by Team 7. Because let's say Naruto can freeze who he wants. And so yeah, they call it the Great Naruto Bridge. Like in canon, because I think it should be the same as the Great Naruto Bridge. So yeah, that's the Land of Waves arc, and let's get into the tuning exams. Okay, so in the tuning exams, Kakashi recommends them the tuning exams. They all agree, and then yeah, when they enter in, they do the genjutsu thing. But before they do a genjutsu on him, Naruto does a time stop. But he doesn't freeze Sasuke and Sakura. Then walks past him. Then the person who did the genjutsu was just shocked that they teleported. Like they thought he teleported, although he didn't. And then yeah, when sorry, just got a new message. When they do the what's it called again? The test, yes, the test. Naruto does a time stop and copies Shikamaru's because he's the most clever person. And over there. And then time goes back, he sits down, shows the person the test, and then walks away, and then goes to the lounge to rest, like where everyone else went when they finished. So yeah, let's get into the Forest of Death. So when in the Forest of Death, you have to get the Earth and Heaven Scroll. So I think, let's say that they found the Earth Scroll first, and then they encounter Orochimaru, and then Sasuke starts to fight, and Naruto comes with Sakura. The snake tries to get him. Naruto says, "Zorago!" And then, that happens. Time freezes. He kills the snake, and then punches Orochimaru a few times. Then after that, when Orochimaru tries to give Sasuke the curse mark, Naruto goes in. And then, after that, when the time freezes, he cuts off Orochimaru's head, and then grabs Sasuke, steals Orochimaru's Heaven Scroll, and then runs all the way to the tower. And let's say Naruto has Swift Release, because Swift Release is cool, and I think he should have had that in canon. So they go and rest, and then in the lounge, when you finish, Sasuke says thank you for protecting him, because he didn't know what the curse mark is. So that means, I think it means he doesn't get power hungry, or I think I'll make him power hungry. So let's just say that he unlocks the Ritamawe whilst fighting Orochimaru, because why not? So yeah, he gets the Sharingan, and then they have to wait. Then let's get into the prelim match. So the matchups will be the same as in canon, because there are no new characters. Anyone else? Naruto v Kiba, Sasuke v what's his name again? Like Sakon or Dosu? I don't know. And then those people. So let's get into it. So first was Sasuke v Yoroi. This time Sasuke is able to use ninjutsu because he didn't get the curse mark. So he basically destroys Yoroi by far. And then it's Zaku v Shino. Shino won because of the bugs. No one likes bugs, I guess. Then it's Mizumi v Kankuro. Kankuro won that round. Is Sakura v Ino. Already know that it's a draw, although I feel like Ino should have won that one, because Mind Transfer Jutsu is OP as heck, bro. 10-10 v Tamari. I felt like Tamari's trying to show off to Shikamaru, and Tamari won, but it was a good finisher at the end. Then Shikamaru v Kin, of course that Shadow Paralysis Jutsu is going to defeat Kin by far. And then Naruto v Kiba. You already know who won. Shat on his face, bro. And then Neji v Hinata. Neji went hard on Hinata to the point where she nearly died. Gaara v Rock Lee. That was a sad match, although it was cool. Rock Lee's speed is really fast. He's so fast. But sadly, Rock Lee lost, one of my favorite characters in the whole Naruto series. Then the last one is Dosu v Choji. Dosu won! Oh my god. So Hiruzen gave them the 3 months, I think. 3 months to train. So Naruto trains with Jiraiya, everything goes as in canon. But Kakashi doesn't seal the curse mark because he doesn't get it. Sasuke doesn't get it. So they have a longer time to train on the Chidori. And let's say that Sasuke isn't late this time, like in canon, because he learns the Chidori earlier. So Naruto does the same training like in canon. let's say that Sakura does training with like who? Maybe Kurenai or Genjutsu. And yeah. And then now we're in the finals. Naruto v Neji. And I think I'll do the whole fight here. So Naruto would keep on making shadow clones. Let's say that he learned the Rasengan, but not as good due to his chakra control. So he keeps on making shadow clones, makes a shadow clone for the Rasengan, because he uses that shadow clone's chakra to make it use the Rasengan. So he makes the Rasengan, runs at Neji. Neji thinks it's just a simple ball. So he lets Naruto hit it, thinking he's gonna like block it or dodge it easily. So he dodges. Naruto proves it's not the real one. The real Naruto's behind Neji, and then Rasengans him back, instantly knocking him out. Then is Shino v Kankuro. Shino forfeits. I don't know why he wants to forfeit. He just done. It's Shikamaru v Tamari. Tamari won because Shikamaru gave up. Look, Shikamaru could have won, but he's just a lazy boy. Very, very lazy. Sasuke v Gaara. And then, yeah, he does Chidori a few times, but it doesn't he can do it straight away due to the curse mark isn't there. With the 3 Tomoe, which I think amps it, because the Chidori makes you faster when you use it. It's lightning chakra. He uses it, and it's faster. Then, he literally, Chidori's Gaara straight in the belly, because Sasuke's too fast for the sand to catch up to him. So yeah, Gaara goes on a rampage, leaves the village, and then yeah, the Konoha crash happens. So everyone's putting a Genjutsu, but Naruto says Zawardo, and then time freezes. He runs to Gaara straight away, but time is frozen. So he asks Kurama for chakra, and then Shikaku can talk, and then he's like, "Ah man, not the 9 counts!" Oh, well, that's the worst accent for Shikaku. But yeah, Naruto uses some of his chakra, uses it for a Rasengan this time, and then literally destroys Gaara. Then time goes back, Gaara's hurt, after Naruto isn't as injured like he can. He does this massive talk no jutsu. Gaara changes his way. Tamari and Kankuro pick him up and run to the sand village. And then Hiruzen, because Naruto finished the fight earlier, sends Shadowcone to help. He goes to Hiruzen, then Hiruzen's like, "Naruto, what are you doing?" And then Naruto just tells him he's here to help him fight. And then, yeah, at the end, Hiruzen still uses the Reaper Death Seal, which is really sad. So now we will go into the arc of the Tsunade retrieval. Oh no. Let's just go to the part where they find Tsunade. So Jiraiya takes Naruto, but let's say that Hiruzen's last dying breath was to make Naruto a Chunin. And yeah, that's it. So at the hotel, Naruto finds Itachi and Kisame knock on his door. So yeah. On the way, let's say that Naruto works harder on his Rasengan training. So let's say he can do it with one hand this time. Naruto can brain dead. Naruto, when he sees Itachi and Kisame, he uses Zawado time stop against them, Rasengan's Itachi, and then probably stabs Kisame in the heart, and then Itachi goes flying away because Naruto knows, but that Sasuke was the one to kill Itachi. So let's just say that Naruto kills Kisame, So yeah, Naruto steals Samehade from Kisame, and yeah, Itachi goes flying away. Jiraiya comes, sees what happened, he's surprised, and then Naruto tells Jiraiya that he can use time stop called Zawardo. And yeah, that happens. He finds Tsunade, and Tsunade sees Samehada on his back and asks why does he have such a sword like that. Jiraiya tells her that he killed Kisame. And then Naruto asks Tsunade to come back to the village because some people need healing. Plus, you need to be Hokage. Tsunade insults the Hokage. Naruto's offended by that and then says, let's have a bet. If I win the fight, you come back to the Hidden Leaf village. If you win, we'll leave you alone. So they fight. Naruto uses Zawardo, which Senkan's her in the stomach, and then Tsunade's surprised because Naruto hit her in one spot because he goes back to the position he was in the time stop. Tsunade agrees, and then they go to the Hidden Leaf. Tsunade stops drinking because she's going to become the new Hokage. She becomes Hokage, and then now it's time for the sample to kidnap Sasuke. So I'm basically doing the whole of Naruto in this video. So yeah, the sample kidnaps Sasuke. Kabuto comes with them this time because Sasuke doesn't have the curse mark. And then you can just say Naruto uses time stop, kidnaps Kabuto and the sample with Sasuke, brings them back and has intel. Then Orochimaru finds out and he's like, no! And then yeah, all of his dreams have been ruined. So after that is the 3-year time skip, and then this is where I'll be leaving off part 1 if Naruto had Zawardo.